Good afternoon, everybody. Myself, Pratichi Gopal. I am M.A. second year student, Department of Political Science, Vasanta College for Women, Rajghat. And my topic is zero based budgeting. Before starting, let us know what the term budget means. Basically, budget is an old English word, budget, which means a sack or a pouch. If we define budget, then it is a financial plan of a government for a definite period of time. There are three types of budget: line item budget, performance budget, and zero based budget. Today, we are going to discuss zero based budgeting. I have taken a reference from the article written by Peter A. Fierce, The Zero Base Approach to Government Budgeting, published in Public Administration Review in 1977. Basically, zero based budget, also known as ZBB, originated and developed in USA in 1969 by Peter A. Fierce, a manager of a private company. ZBB is also a rational system of budgeting which involves that every scheme should be reviewed critically and rejustified totally from zero or scratch before being included in the budget. It involves total re-examination of all schemes afresh, basically from base zero, instead of following the incremental approach to budgeting which begins with the estimation of current expenditure. If we define zero based budgeting, then in the words of K.L. Handa, the basic feature of zero based budget is that the departments, while preparing their budgets, should not take anything for granted and therefore should start on a clear slate. The budget making for the ensuing year should be started from zero instead of treating the current budget as the base or the starting point. Another definition by Arthur M. Skick. He defined zero based budgeting as a process that requires justification for the entire budget of an organization or program, starting from the assumption that no funding exists and that each activity must be justified in terms of its objectives, costs, and benefits. If we look towards the practical examples, then there are two examples. First is the state of Georgia, USA, and the second is city of Garland, Texas. So, the state of Georgia, its context was under Governor Jimmy Carter in 1970s, Georgia became the first US state to implement zero-based budgeting statewide. Its application was the Georgia Air Quality Laboratory submitted multiple decision packages with varying levels of air pollution monitoring, each with cost benefit justifications. Its outcome was it enabled the state to reallocate funds from low priority programs to higher impact initiatives. Our second practical example is City of Garland, Texas. Its context is Garland implemented zero-based budgeting for its public works department in 1970s. Its application was the city's refuse collection system created decision packages that evaluated service levels from weekly pickups to bi-weekly services. Its outcome was it allowed city managers to present citizens with clear choices: more frequent service at a higher cost or reduced service at a lower cost. Now, the practical implications. There are some benefits also, there are some challenges also. If we look towards the benefit, then it eliminates or minimizes the low priority programs. It improves the program effectiveness. It makes the high impact programs to obtain more finances. It reduces the tax increase. The challenges it faces are administrative burden, managerial resistance, technical complexity in large organization, and limited discussion on scalability. If we compare zero based budgeting with traditional budgeting, then we can see that traditional budgeting focuses on incremental adjustments rather than critical evaluation. There are certain scholars, such as Aaron Wildwaski in 1964, emphasize that budgeting is a political process. Fir challenges this by suggesting that rational analysis can and should play a larger role. We can also see that zero based budgeting is somewhat similar to new public management, as FIR emphasizes on efficiency, effectiveness, and evaluation, which is closely parallels the later new public management literature. If we conclude, then FIR successfully introduced ZBB as a powerful, rational alternative to traditional incremental budgeting practices. The long term experience with ZBB shows that while full scale implementation is difficult, however, its core principles like systematic evaluation, justification of activities, and resource prioritization have profoundly influenced modern public sector budgeting practices. Thus, while ZBB might not have revolutionized government budgeting as initially hoped, FIR's contribution remains invaluable for advancing accountability, efficiency, and strategic thinking in public administration. In the last slide, I have attached the references also, so you can have the look.